Good morning, everybody. Lone Wolf Rick here, and I have found a little shady spot here, and I am standing under it. We're taking a look over here at the Excalibur Hotel. Starting this video out here at 11 a.m., 11 o'clock here on the Las Vegas Strip's right there. So just on the Las Vegas Strip. Currently 98 degrees here in Las Vegas. They're projecting a high today of 107. So it's been getting pretty close to whatever they're projecting, so I'm sure it'll get there. But we're looking at the Excalibur because that's the cheapest place tonight to get a room here on the Hotel Strip. With the sales tax and resort fees, 70 bucks for tonight. You can get a room over at the Excalibur. Downtown, if that's more to your liking, it's like the room rates down there. The cheapest place is Main Street Station. Tonight, 65 bucks, including the taxes and resort fees. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. Here on this Thursday, August the 14th. As this month is just flying by, you see it's pretty breezy, so if the camera's picking up some wind, I apologize for that, everybody. Now, it's supposed to be cooling down here, so hopefully this wind is bringing in some cooler temperatures. Now when I say cooling down, it's supposed to drop to about 100 degrees here in a couple of days, so it's still going to be warm, but none of those 110, 112 degrees days like we had. I talk a little bit about today on the state of tourism in America. Now, you know, we talk a lot, it's like a lot of people have talked a lot, especially the national media and YouTubers and everything about Las Vegas and the state of Las Vegas. And it's easy to bash on Las Vegas, you know, due to their corporate infrastructures. Thank you. Squeeze through these people here. But today we're going to talk about what you don't really hear about. We're going to talk a little bit about Montana today. I was reading this article on this tourism website, and they're talking about how everybody in Montana, especially the northern part of Montana, is really struggling right now. Now, you may not think of Montana as a resort destination. There's a lot of stuff going on up in Montana. Now, it's like the northern part of Montana, which we're going to talk about here. They have seen their visitor count drop by 30%. It's like all the small towns. It's like up through there, little tourist towns that they rely on everybody coming down from Canada. It's like to, you know, kind of make their year. And they're down 30%. It's like people from Canada are not coming down this year like they had, you know, just like not coming to Vegas. You think about all the other areas that are impacted. Now, up in northern Montana, you have to realize those aren't corporate businesses that are up there. When the visitor count drops 30%, those are all mom and pop restaurants, mom and pop motels, gift shops, tours, you know, tour guides, and people that rely on that, you know, during the kind of the summer months to get them through the rest of the year because of the harsh weather and stuff from up there. And it's just not happening this year. We've got they said their total revenue was down, or the taxes, I guess, it's like it down 35% in these small towns. So the towns are struggling. They talked to a couple of restaurant owners in a couple of different towns. and they talked about they weren't sure what they were going to do. You know, business had been operational for decades. Perhaps they'd have to take a look at their operations and see if it was feasible to continue on, because they really couldn't afford another year, you know, like what's been going on this year. They talked to you know, people in town, and saying they talked about the taxes down 35% and how it's impacting the city, you know, who operates, it's like on a tight budget anyway. You know, you figure you've got you know, that helps to pay for, you know, sewage treatment and trash and, you know, a lot of different things. And they're saying that they've really been doing a lot of the belt tightening. Now it's interesting, you know, I had mentioned in a previous video talking about international tourists. They, the reason why America loves the international tourist is because they spend more money than the, say, the Griswold family, you know, traveling across America. They spend more money on trinkets and going to gift shops and taking stuff back home to everybody. And that's the reason why, the main reason why everybody loves it's like the international tourist. And they spend more money. Yeah, we talked about Canada as a whole, Mexico as a whole, being down traveled in America. But even from Europe, you know, travel from Germany, France, just those two countries, it's down 25 to 30% of people coming to America. It's an interesting time. You know, not so much, you know, here in Vegas, it's like, you know, it's corporate run. Yeah, these corporations have places all over the world. They'll survive. But it's the small businesses in places like the ones up in Montana, family owned for decades, may not survive. And remember back in the day, as you kids say, that used to be the the backbone of America, right? Small businesses, not anymore. As one way or another, they're all being forced out of business. And that's kind of 173 farms, small farms, filed bankruptcy this year in America, all family owned. And you know what happens to those farms? They'll keep farming, but unfortunately it's like corporations take them over. Does that seem like possibility of price gouging, or but you know what I mean? So the middle Americans that used to run businesses are all being forced out. Like the people up in Montana. I hope they survive. I hope they can go another year, and next year it gets back to a fairly good semblance of normal for them. I really hope so. Take a look down the strip here. Here on this Thursday, a little after 11 o'clock now. Not a lot of traffic, not much people going on. But you can tell by those room rates, 65 or 70 bucks. It's a pretty slow night here in Las Vegas. Not dead. I never use the term dead. Dead means nobody. And that's never been true here in Las Vegas. There's always people here. You know, people were saying Vegas was dead. It's like, you know, when we had like over 3 million visitors come. So it'll be interesting to see what July numbers are. They haven't been released yet. Take a look southbound here. There's a few more people walking around up there by the Coca-Cola store, the M&M store, those areas, the Marshalls. Alrighty, everybody, thank you very much for joining me. I greatly appreciate y'all. Listen to me ramble for a little bit. I'm Lone Wolf Rick. Thank you very, very much. I greatly appreciate y'all. Everybody take care of yourselves, okay? Please stay healthy. I'll see y'all in the next video. Hey, take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye-bye.